Hello, chat. Welcome back, chat. Stay tuned. And oh wait, do that. Okay. Wait till morning. Alright. Now.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kukuku's doing.
Let's do that. We're here to pick up our bird. No bullet.
Hey everyone, we're here!
Hello.
Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Morning, little dude.
Oh wow, Kukuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
I don't know.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here!
I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Ridesley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
Yeah.
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Interesting.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
But not too close. I am in the bushes.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy.
Where'd other guy go?
If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
What are these two saying? Can't hear them? Oh, wait, that's something. Would have been nice if you told me. Too far. Couldn't hear. Not there. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we'll go away. Come on. Wait.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
Are those dialogues backwards? Sorry for the stream lag. I forgot I was streaming on Discord.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kinich.
Thanks.
You're
Based
welcome.
on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kanich, you did great!
Yeah, you did the best you could.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear!
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet it still remains unreported and unclaimed. Doesn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left it there on purpose. Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? Someone Was the plan for someone to come pick it up? This relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
That's crazy.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
It does.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level.
Yeah, Paimon, it does.
If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so... Does that mean they executed the hostage?
Relax, Paimon. Don't jump to conclusions yet. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to a designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would likely have been watching the buyer. The gun was placed in a lockbox, and hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep their identity secret. Before the buyer could show up, Lepine Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. Due to the unexpected arrival of the film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Yep, great job, Lepine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
How do we verify it? I don't know.
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves.
What did you think it meant?
In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Maybe he meant literally.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out. so I should probably get back to feed it.
He's right.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich.
Don't call him a pet when you're in front of him.
Speaking of pets,
Get out of here! Out of here!
yep, that's the
Yep.
plan. Out of here indeed.
Who wants to leave?
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
Yay, he's not an object. He's an actual citizen.
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
No, I figured we'd just let him go on his own.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
Alright, let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now,
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Ooh.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
There you go, Wriothesley. You could have a vacation home. Hotel de Bourg. Alright. There they are. Oh, and the Japanese,
How?
the fluent Japanese.
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh. Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
No problem, bro.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
Bro.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet.
I agree.
Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Alright, where you wanna go?
Poor Hal. He spent all day being tormented by Auroran, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Mr. Racket, you briefly explained what happened with Kukuku to Aoife and Auroran. Hearing that Kukuku now has permission to move freely, How's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Yeah.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why you?
Kukuku delivered as promised.
Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Well, Paimon wins my cuteness competition.
Ah, really? Thanks!
Paimon's so cute.
Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
It's true. Wait till next day.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
We're back.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hello,
Have there been
Novelette.
any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on?
Relax.
The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes! Let's go check it out.
A guard from the Palais Mermonia carefully walks in.
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tevet are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
Yeah, don't mind. He's a little autistic, so go easy on him.
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job! Completely different things!
That's impersonating a police officer.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
This is what I was talking about, Risley.
Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
Let's just get down to business.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically,
Oh.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
Is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to.
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
no, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Yeah. Tell us the truth. Stop playing. We're not playing games anymore. If this keeps going on, you're actually gonna get arrested.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Court of Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me.
Distinguished gentleman.
We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Maybe?
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Alright.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bro.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is.
Yeah.
Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Let's get him.
Wait a minute, I have a question first.
Oh.
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
I'd say so.
Oh, we're basically a household names. But why do you ask?
Well, not just us. Kinich, Roran, Aoife too.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur and Nivelette too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching.
Alright.
I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Oh, yeah. Being low-key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
See, I told you. He's a little autistic, but that's okay. I'm a little autistic. A lot of us are. If you play this game, you're probably slightly autistic.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here.
No. Not really.
Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
No one's suspicious yet. Any suspicious individuals? Why is he being chased by the bird?
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Huh?
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing.
Oh, Lenny has a magic show soon.
As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro!
See, Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
That's a good gangster New York Brooklyn mobster accent you got.
In that case, I understand completely.
Yeah.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest.
It sounded like Joe Pesci.
Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Risley has glossed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonium. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to.
It's like me with gambling. I'm always expecting, oh, it's gonna be 0 this time. It's gonna be 0 this time. It never is. Don't gamble.
Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Alright. Ah. Which level 6. Go there. Alright. Business level 6. So... Also for movie masterpieces. Yay. Alright. Upgrade this. And upgrade the other one. Damn it! You could be upgraded. Don't have enough. Ooh, damn. Can't hire, don't have enough money. That's 6. Carissa! Where are you? There you are. Thick thighs.
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here. But when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Me, the big boss. I'm just the operations just an operations staff member.
Technically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it? Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits? But, wait a sec. Why are you here, Veressa?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long ago, Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot. Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing.
Mm-hmm.
But with this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own.
We have such a different way of living here.
When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single Mora's ever gone missing.
Got a lot of trust in people. Just shows, even in like other countries in real life, they do that. And if you do that in America, all that money's gone.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort. Fontainian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping.
Yeah.
Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
And there has to be a reason why they have like a centralized police system here, and the other nations really don't. It just shows you that we got a lot more bad people here.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontainian clockwork mecha for Kochi-an-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We'll go with you. We're talented pair of shoppers.
Mm-hmm. We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Locked over the main. Aha. So, we're gonna get right up. Ah. Okay, I don't have any more minis. Maximum cycle. Yay. Make money. Alright. Now, this one. Now I gotta expand. Sejuin! I don't know if Sejuin's gonna be voiced. Whoa. Definitely can't upgrade it. Animals. Ah, that looks cool. you in. Right, expand. How much does it cost? How much time? Oh, sorry, not you. That. 12? Damn. Oh. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Shit, I'm missing. There we go. 360. Alright, so I don't have... Can't do anything else. Ah, damn. 8. Wah wah. Cost 4. 12. 12. 4. La boy. I won't have enough to upgrade. And I won't even have enough time. Oh wait, wasn't it 4? Yeah, it was 4. Damn. Almost able to upgrade. Wait, no. That. reminds me of Mario. Oopsies. This reminds me of Mario Sunshine. With those. With those levels where you wouldn't have your jetpack. Okay. So they just appear. That's all there was? I thought that... Okay. That's fine. Do that. Staircase. Where am I going? Up there. This is like Mario Galaxy. Got the key. There we go. Alright, now we can end phase. Dang. Lots of money. Ah. Look at that. Costs 8, then I can't do that. So I just upgrade one of these. Lynette. She's not voiced. know why I'm surprised. Detecting the arrival of my two most esteemed friends. Activating chat mode. Hello, Traveler and Paimon. Hi, Lynette. Were you invited here too? Yes, a director we know invited us to come here and unwind. Just as well, it's an opportunity to recharge.
Us? Wait, but Paimon hasn't seen Lenny anywhere!
Well, that's his own fault. We've been working with the director a lot lately, so my brother took it upon himself to familiarize himself with their style, and ended up watching all of their films.
All of them? That's some serious dedication right there.
The issue is, the director is famous for psychological horror films. Lenny got so into the plot twists that he didn't sleep properly for 3 days straight and ended up completely messing up his sleep cycle.
Paimon had no idea Lenny was so into horror films.
He tends to get very absorbed in his magic shows, so he probably finds it easy to relate to the characters. The director uses psychological suggestion. The way the director uses psychological suggestion is quite similar to how we use it in our shows, after all. My brother's still over at the actor's residence. If I had to guess, he's either catching up on sleep or analyzing those films. So that's why I'm out here recharging by myself.
Well, that's a side of Lenny we've never seen before.
Now I'm curious about the plot twist myself. What scenes is Lenny focusing on particular?
Don't even think about roping Paimon into this!
Me neither. I don't like jump scares or stories that give you the chills afterward. Shouldn't films be relaxing? Something with beautiful visuals, or at least a simple plot that doesn't require too much thinking?
Sounds like eclectic escapades would be more to your liking then. Wanna give it a try?
Thank you. I've actually done so already. I really liked it. But maybe watching others would be even more entertaining. I get you.
Is that really that entertaining? Still, if you're interested in the attraction, why not become a consultant? That way you'd get to see more of the visitors' reactions too!
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. As it happens, I do have a few days off before filming starts. But first, I need to get Lenny to pull himself together. I noticed an attraction nearby called Mellow Manor that looks really relaxing. Sounds like just what my brother needs to take his mind off those horror films. Plus, those magic tricks require animal assistance, so it'll be a chance for me to learn more about their habits. Seeing as we're the hosts, why don't we go invite Lenny in person later on?
Great idea! If we can get Lenny on board, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland will be even more popular than it already is!
Yeah. That's expensive. Not gonna have enough to level up. Damn. could I use it on? I think. Okay, so I need that. Is it because there's 5 in a row? I don't know. Oh, group nearby. Okay. That works. Alright, now I can upgrade this. Ah. Yeah, she's definitely not gonna be voiced. Let's do the one that I know is voiced.
Hello, boss. I'm from the Collective of Plenty. You might recall receiving a letter from us requesting you to design some components.
Wait a sec. Why does Eon-san need Clockwork Mecha?
Is she planning on building like one of those Tesla bots that will be like a personal trainer?
Nothing like that. Our coach just wants to fine-tune her gym equipment so people can target different muscle groups more easily. She mentioned something about a rowing machine to focus on back muscles, as well as a pec deck and a leg press machine. The parts that connect the ropes and weight plates wear out easily, but they need to be strong. So Coach Yan-san thought she'd give Fontanian Clockwork Mecha a try.
It all sounds so technical. When did fitness turn into some kind of complex engineering problem?
There's a lot of gym equipment, Paimon.
To be honest, I don't really get all the details either, but if it works out, I'll be sure to train according to her revised method. And if it doesn't, we can always stick to the good old methods. If you're interested, I can show you a few beginner exercises the next time you drop by our tribe. You'll be able to smash the records without even breaking a sweat. I know it.
Sure thing. I am built better.
Paimon will pass on that one. She'll be rooting for you from the sidelines, though.
You can always try the equipment we keep for little Saurians, Paimon. As long as you start out with the super lightweights, you'll be fine. Weight training's for everyone, you know. As long as you put in the effort and keep it, anyone can develop rock-solid muscles.
No!
Paimon wants to be soft and squishy. Like I don't know. Like what's a squishy animal? Like a water balloon. No bones. Like a jellyfish. Jellyfish Paimon. Ooh. Six, that'll leave me with 4. That costs 6 also. Dang it. Damn. Aim. God, this thing is difficult to control when it's going that speed. Ow. Nope, not letting that one go. Give me that. Oh. Bruh. 12 feet. What am I doing? Climb. I'll leave that one. Whatever. Yippee! $800,000. Damn. Expensive. That's good. Oh, I forgot to level up that motherfucker. Ah, shit. I fire people so I don't have to pay them. No, wait. How do I fire people? I can't. I mean, at least they're just not at work. Okay. Damn. Lots of money. Yeah, I need more. Estimated revenue 2 million, damn. Gonna be rich. Julian, are you voiced? Please be voiced. I can't, I don't know if you could tell, but I don't have a Siege Wing voice. My voice is very far from Siege Wing's. No. My friend's mic isn't working. Hey there, Traveler Paimon.
Hey, Siegeween! Welcome to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland!
You sure have your finger on the pulse, or has the park really become that famous? Actually, both. Nadia told me about the plans at the Beauty Association's last meetup, so I've been looking forward to it since. But it's become so popular now that everyone's talking about it, even down in the Fortress of Meripede. Many of our staff members are actually hoping to take time off to visit.
Oh, you're incredible! encouragement leaves Paimon feeling even more motivated than ever.
What kind of films are you into, Sijween? Oh well, I guess I prefer animated films, you know, the lighthearted and fun type. For example, there's a group of creators who come up with these magical stories about cute little animals. I've watched every last one of their films. Funnily enough, it just so happens that according to our new regulations, well-behaved inmates are now allowed to spend their credit coupons on watching films up to 3 times a week. I run the projector in my free time, since we don't have a dedicated staff member yet. So I decided to show the films, like my neighbor Kokoro. I also started showing them famous series called Dom and Sherry. It's super long with hundreds of episodes. It never gets old. 2 references. I love when they put the references in this game. Like, one of my favorites was the Attack on Titan one from the summer event last year. That caught me off guard. A bunch of hardened criminals watching films about cute animals. I'm finding it quite hard to imagine. I mean, I like cute films. I watch a bunch of cute animes whenever I feel like it. And I'm also the type of person that listens to Metallica, fixes cars, builds PCs. So, you could be mad and like cute things.
But now they've got films to watch. Even the ones who used to cause trouble might settle down a bit, right? We have our very own animal-themed area, by the way. We call it Mellow Manor. Customers are calling it the most relaxing place in the park.
Ooh, I've been there already. I wasn't expecting it to be so fun. There are all kinds of animals living together. Ones I'd never even imagined. It almost feels like I stepped into the film of Zoopolis. That's supposed to be a reference to Zootopia. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I'm not a furry. Haha. If you've got the time, why don't you come back every day?
Oh, you mean we could invite Sijween to be a consultant at Mellow Manor?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, that sounds like a great idea! Sijween's great at caring for people, and she's so warm and gentle.
That's
Looking
true.
after animals should be a piece of cake!
A consultant?
Yeah, like someone who gives advice and tells the park staff how to do their jobs better. The workload won't be too heavy, but it's important work. Besides, you'll mostly be playing with the animals.
Mm-hmm. And getting paid. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sign me up. As it happens, things aren't that busy in the fortress right now. Had I known you were recruiting for this position earlier, I might have even applied myself. But before I start, I'll have to make arrangements for the medical team in my absence, borrow some related books from my doctor friends, and last but not least, prepare gifts for the animals. If it's not too inconvenient for you, why don't we meet up again at Marcotes Station sometime soon?
With Sijween on board, Mellow Manor's gonna be even better than before! Paimon has a feeling our revenue's gonna shoot through the roof!
Mm-hmm. Let's do the last Veressa one. Then I'm gonna have to end stream because it's around dinner time soon.
Alright, time to show off how fast I can run. I'm gonna go have a blast, then come back, calm down, and focus on running my fruit stall.
Don't forget to grab some water and snacks to keep your energy up.
That's right! Last thing you'd want is to get too absorbed in having fun, then suddenly realize you're starving because you haven't eaten anything for hours.
Sounds like you're experienced with that.
Funnily enough, Paimon can think of someone else the bad habit of getting so into things that they forget to eat. No matter how busy you are, nothing's more important than staying well-fed, hydrated, and healthy.
I wonder who that is. They really need to fix that habit, or they're gonna fucking die someday.
No need to worry about me, guys. I do a lot of long-distance running, so I always make sure to bring some food and water with me. This time is no exception.
Woohoo! That was incredible! How was it? Did you get through all the levels?
It was amazing! Not only did I get a super high score, but I also checked up on every homage to the original films, and even recreated several iconic scenes starring comic book superheroes. I'll focus on doing business this time round, but if there's ever another event like this, please let me know as early as possible.
Will
I
do
want
for
in.
sure.
Yep. You know what? We should let you design the levels. I'm sure all the fans will be thrilled.
That would be great. Anyway, back to business. Time to focus on my fruit stall. I'm gonna make a name for my orchard in Fontaine.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end the stream because food. But next stream will be on Tuesday, the last one for this event. And then I don't know what's next. But anyways, thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Yo, that's blunt. Yo. 4:20 in the morning, about to roll a blunt. Smoking with my homies and we ain't never stunned. Feeling like I'm drowning and there ain't no sounding. I'm feeling surrounded and there ain't no stopping. I just cause your jaw dropping, now I be hopping. Going left and right with you all night. And that ain't no lie, no matter what's in life. Swear you about to be my wife, you don't save my life. Making me check twice, now I'ma roll the die. It's a snake of eyes, we in different states. But I don't seem to hesitate, I just wanna cuddle late in the night. You're my light, take a hit, now you sit on my lap, cause you're my cat. I'll love you more than anything. If you can just please say this one thing. I'll love you forever, and I don't need no better. You're my one and only, I'll never feel lonely. Baby, stay with me, and I know you'll miss me. Babe, come and kiss me, and I'll be here waiting, and I'll be here listening, and we'll be here shining, and we'll be here before the ending. Let's make a new beginning, start fresh, let's reset. We in rotation, and now we be blazing. My eyes feeling Asian, and now I'm stargazing. Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's how we choosing. You won't catch me snoozing, you'll just catch me cruising. We in rotation,